Hey, you guys, thank you for tuning in with the Majestic Show with Coach Kissy. Okay, let me find this thing if I can take this off. About to get on my nerves with this thing flying across the screen. Where is it at? Um, we're gonna do it like that. But okay, so I want to talk about the uses of drugs, and thank God that I've been sober for a year. Congratulations, kids! Congratulations! 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 I've been sober for a year, and I thank God for that. You understand what I'm saying? So, as a person that I thought that I couldn't overcome that obstacle in my life to be sober. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes like now it don't be challenging for me. At first, it was challenging, like, oh, you know what? I'm about to get back on. I'm about to do this again. I'm supposed to go ahead. It was challenging at first, but then you have to have a strong mind to say that, you know what? It's time to do something better than it's time to do something better than just always doing what you used to or what you normally do. And what I normally do is just I have fun and I just I do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be in my own world. Like I can sit by myself and I can do my own drugs and I can do this, but it feels so much better like where I can get sleep, I can rest, recharge, and understand life much clearer. You understand what I'm saying? So I know that a lot of individuals don't like to be told what to do. You understand? You know what I'm saying? But it's not that I'm not telling anyone what to do, but I'm just telling you my journey on drugs and stuff like that. And it was a big old issue for me. You know what I'm saying? Like how is a big old issue for me is because I knew that I can overcome that obstacle in my life, but I didn't want to because I was enjoying myself. I always say it in my mind, oh, this my prime time, this my prime time years, and I'm having fun right now. I'm doing this, but then how can you get yourself how can you get yourself in order by doing such toxic thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's natural for grown individuals to value their independence and resist being told what to do. Personal freedom is an important part of adulthood, and making your own decisions is a mark of maturity. However, there are times when accepting guidance, you got to accept that guidance, especially about serious issues like drug use, can be not just helpful but life saving. While nobody likes to be told what to do, being open to advice about the danger of drug habits can make a big impact on your life. You understand what I'm saying? So just think about your well-being in your future. And a lot of people think, I'm just going to tell you this like this. So you know how like a lot of people say, uh I'm going to be an entrepreneur, I'm going to have a business. And a lot of people used to ask me all the time, like, if you going to be an entrepreneur, you going to run a business or whatever, you know well, how you working for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's you don't really work for people. But I'm gonna tell you this: when you get clients, right? Just say, for instance, if you was having a business like me, like the cleaning service business. So if I get clients, I'm working for them. It doesn't matter if I own my own business. It doesn't matter. I'm still working for them. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people like, how you still working for somebody and you running a business? You still have to work for somebody. Where you go? What, they used to ask me that all the time, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna explain that part to you because I guess you're not getting it. I guess you think that your funds just supposed to just come in off of a tree. You still got to work for somebody. Somebody is always you always gonna have somebody that's over this person, over that person, this person. You understand what I'm saying? So You just got to understand that you got to understand like life, and then trying to be an entrepreneur. You can't just be no entrepreneur and think that, just say for instance, if you own t-shirt company, a t-shirt company, right? So your clients, you still working for them because you getting your stuff together, you getting your supplies together. So if you don't have customers, then how are you gonna bring in wealth? It's I don't know. Like a lot of people just don't understand like running a business. They just understand that quick money, quick. Oh, I'm gonna get that quick money. But back on this drug situation. So the challenge of accepting advice. Adults often feel defensive or offended when others point out their mistakes or warn them about the risky behavior. So the this reaction is understandable because I've been there. It's understandable. I've been there. Like people used to tell me, "Oh, you doing too much on the drugs. Oh, you doing this. You doing that." Tell me what I'm doing. Enjoying life like everybody else, right? Tell me what I'm doing. Am I doing too much? Or is it just in your mind that I'm doing too much? You know? So it's understandable where people that some people that don't do drugs or whatever they do in their life or whatever, and they don't understand like what you going through. You understand what I'm saying? They don't understand what you going through. Or either, because I done had people where they say you doing too much, and oh, you a crackhead, or you this and you that. But at the same time, when you was my age, you was doing the same thing. You was doing the same thing. I seen the uses of your drugs, you know? And a lot of people don't understand that you got to let people live their life for themselves. And a person had to bump their head 1,000, if they had to bump their head 1,000 times, let that person get that understanding that they need at for life. They have to get that understanding, because if they don't get that understanding, then they're not gonna never learn from their mistakes. You understand what I'm saying? So if they don't bump their head and understand that this is what I have to do, this is what I had to do for myself. You can tell me all day long that I need to get off of these drugs, but it got to come from within. It got to come from within me. Because if it don't come from within me, then I'm still gonna be on these drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So when a person just tell me I'm doing too much, what am I doing? I'm getting high, feeling good, baby. But it's understandable about where a lot of people don't like, for a lot of people is to tell them you got to get off this drug. You have to do this and you have to do that. No, because we are grown individuals. If you can't accept my flaws, then you don't need to be around me. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand that. So after all, being told what to do can feel like an attack, or someone judging you. However, it's important to recognize that the advice, especially when it comes from a place of care and concern. You know, like people don't nowadays. People, like with the drug uses, people don't act like they care. You understand what I'm saying? They don't act like they care. They just tell you, "Oh, you doing too much. Oh, you need to get off them drugs. Oh my God. Oh my." And I tell them, you know what? Shut the fuck up. That's what I tell them. Shut the fuck up, because you don't know my situation. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I understand like what people go through with under the influence of being under the influence of drugs. A lot of people that want to criticize you and want to make you feel less than yourself. You tell them fuck yourself. I'm just gonna be real with you. Tell them fuck yourself, because you don't know what I'm going through in the inside, bitch. For you. I ain't lying. Listen, I gotta stop being loud. Okay, so but anyways, for real, that's the God's honest truth, and I want people to actually understand that you're not gonna get nowhere. The only thing that I know that you're not gonna get nowhere by doing drugs, because it's gonna put you in a standstill, and you're gonna be thinking in your mind that you're moving forward in life, but you're really not. You're stuck. You're stuck. I used to get on the computer and be stuck at one little thing all day long, and I think that I'm moving, I'm moving, I'm moving, and this not. I'm telling you this. It's not. It's not with coke. It's with meth, and that's the drug uses that the drug uses with mine. What because when I was on coke, I still went through my schoolwork. I still did my schoolwork. I just still did all this and did all this. But when I transferred to methamphetamine, it was just like trying to run my business. I looked on the computer and I was just at I was doing the same thing over and over. I fixed the either I would I fix the what is it called? The logo about 50 times. I change it about 50 times. Then I do some paperwork and I do the same paperwork about 50 times. I'm not moving forward. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. But I'm think that in my mind, I think that I'm going forward, but I'm not going forward because it's the influence that what drugs can do to you. You think that you're moving forward, but you're not moving forward. You're stuck. And that's the thing that I want to get through people's head, not only telling you to let it go, but you're stuck at one spot. Because this drug is telling you that, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. And you're really not. That's like the storm down here. I just feel like a lot of people are on meth and a lot of people on meth and this drug is telling them that, oh, I'm gonna really get him down. I'm gonna take him down. I'm gonna do this. But you're really not. Because it's that drug, that's the influence that's on that's on your life. That influence that's on your life that's keeping you stuck in one spot, baby. Okay. Okay, come on. Yeah, for real. So it's just that you have people that criticize you and but if a lot of people start being having an understanding of how people feel when they under influence of drugs, and it'll come from a place of care. You understand what I'm saying? It'll come from a place of care, and you'll start knowing that people care. But when people start saying, "Oh, you're doing too much," oh, like, bitch, I'm supposed to go hit him. I'm supposed to go hit him extra harder. For real. That's how I used to be. I'm just gonna be real with you. That's how I used to be. Like, bitch, I'm supposed to go hit it extra harder. I'm supposed to go eat. I don't have none. I'm supposed to go to my friend's house. I'm supposed to go just sit over there and I'm just supposed to hit up all his dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And that's how we be. That's how we be. Well, I'm just gonna sit over here. I'm gonna get my drug on. You understand what I'm saying? But because a lot of people don't come from a place of care, they don't care. They just want to have something to talk about. They want to have something to talk about, something that's negative about you that they want to talk about, and that's why a lot of people still use drugs because it's negativity that always come from the drug use. Oh, you. Oh my god. Like, bitch, shut up. And that's for real. And I can't be no real in that. Like, bitch, shut up. You talk too damn much. Like, if you can show somebody some empathy, you know what I'm saying? Like, show people that the compassion of you, that you really care for them, instead of saying that they doing too much. Like, bitch, shut up. Shut up, bitch. I didn't ask you to negative talk me. If you coming from a place of care, then a motherfucker might listen to you. But if you coming from a place where you just negative all the time, well, bitch, get out my face. I'm supposed to go hit this shit harder. And that's what a lot of people do. When you start negative talk people on the influence of drugs, then that's what they're gonna do. Well, bitch, I'm just go hit it some more. Bitch, because you ain't supposed to tell me what to do. And that's the mind frame that people have. That's the mind frame of what people have, because a lot of people just, oh, you out on the phone with your auntie, on the phone with your cousin, girl. Lakias, he still on them drugs, girl, yeah, girl, he looking bad, girl, ooh, girl, he like, bitch, shut up, talk about your cricket ass walk. I ain't, I ain't lying, but anyways, it is so people gotta understand that you can't control everybody. It's not about control because people want to have that control over you. That's what they want to do. They want to have that control over you so they can say, oh, I made him get off them drugs because he was doing too damn much. I made him get off them drugs. And a lot of people ain't going to get off them drugs because you're making them. They just call the next dope man. And if they can't call the next dope man, if they can't go get it, then you know what we do? We'll go have sex for drugs. We'll do things like that. Just to show you that you're not supposed to control my life. You're not supposed to be in control of my life. So if I want my drug, I'm gonna go get my drug. But people don't show a place of concern with people. That's why people still on them drugs and still do them. And they hold they and a lot of people don't come to people and say, why are you doing them drugs like that? Is it something that you want to talk about? They don't do that. They just always, especially Black Americans, they always have some stupid shit to say. Some stupid shit to say. Like, bitch, shut up. Before I slap the piss out you. I'm just listen, I'm just being real. So when someone warns you about the danger of drugs, they usually do so because they care about your health or future. But you gotta understand when you understand these things like this, to understand that somebody care about your health and your future, they can't they, you'll know that feeling. You know that feeling. That's why you got to use your discernment on people. That's why you got to know a person by their fruit, because you already know if you got your ain't negative Nancy right there by you. She gonna always say something negative. She gonna think that she gonna act like she care, but then she gonna say something negative at the end, and then you gonna start cussing her out. Like, bitch, I thought you cared. so so they seem a so there seems to be negative consequences of drug use in others, like or perhaps experience with the experienced them firsthand. So you know what, I'm just say this, I'm lucky for the one of the ones, you know what I'm saying, because I see a lot of people that went to meth and they just be like jumpy, and they be just doing the most, like for real. Like I'm glad that I never experienced that part of or my mind was lost, because that was and I don't understand that. Well, I understand that because it's like I believe that a lot of people that does that, they hold in a lot of trauma. They hold in a lot of trauma, and that's why the uses of their drugs be real heavy. Then they start injecting it. They start injecting it. I done been asked plenty of times, do you want to inject it? It makes you do this, it makes you do that. Well, then listen, baby. When my mind is made up on what I'm doing, you can't force me. You cannot force me to do something else because this is what you like to do. I always had a mind of my own. You can't. I can sit there and watch you all day long, and you can sit there and shoot yourself up. But I'm not supposed to shoot you up. I'm not supposed to shoot you up. You supposed to sit there and whatever you do, poke at your skin or whatever, whatever you're doing over there. Go ahead. What she say on Coming to America? Go ahead, honey. Take a chance. You go ahead and do it, because if you poke yourself and you kill yourself, then that's your business. I'm not supposed to do that. So if I poke you and I kill you, I'm not supposed to do that. So a lot of people got to understand that when it comes down to that type of stuff, don't do it. Don't do it. You're not. Well, I was a phlebotomist, but I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. Mm-mm. I did it one time. I ain't gonna lie. I did it one time for somebody, and it looked like they. I was like, oh, you did. They was like, oh, you did it right, and then they just did like this, and I was like, and after the end, I was scared. And then there was one man that used to always be mad at me because I wouldn't do that for him. And I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to do that. And he used to call me all kinds of words, everything but the child of God, because I wouldn't do that. I'm not supposed to do that. Sorry. Boo boo. I don't do that. I didn't do that. I only put that glass pipe to my mouth and I smoked it. You understand what I'm saying? I put that glass pipe to my mouth and I smoked it. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed of nothing that I have done. I'm not ashamed of that because wanna know why I'm not ashamed of that? Because it's gonna open up people to start understanding that I got to be open. I got to be open to everything that I have done in my life. You understand what I'm saying? You can't move forward without being open. And we're not talking about no holes or nothing like that, okay? Because no holes, no booty hole, nothing. No, just openness of yourself, okay? We ain't talking about no booty holes, nothing. Because people get it the wrong, wrong thinking. So so they, they want to support you. Okay, we're gonna go right here. So the realities of drug habit. Drug addiction is a serious problem with devastating effects. Mm, so it doesn't just harm the individual. It affect families, friendship, careers, and entire communities. Okay, but this right here is just say it says the effect of family. Child, if you in a bloodline of drug usage, you child, you gonna your child or family on drugs. Ooh. So, I'm just listen. I'm just being real, for real. Family on drugs too, child. So can't nobody just say nothing about drugs. But I'm grateful that hey, I've been sober for a whole year. You know what? Because I couldn't. I about 4 years ago, I couldn't say that I was thinking about being sober. I can't say that I was thinking about being sober because I was enjoying my high. I was enjoying my high. 4 years ago, I couldn't even say that I was thinking about getting being sober. I was thinking about where my next hit was coming from. You understand what I'm saying? But I used to always have it, even though listen, I used to always have it, even though that I used to just keep it because when I'm ready for it, I'm ready for it. I used to keep it. I used to have all kinds of back. I ain't lying. I ain't lying especially when I moved to my apartment because here some reason somehow they used to steal it out of my room. I don't know how they used to get in here. But however they got in here, I don't know. But they used to steal it from me. So but anyways, I used to I'm telling you, they used to steal my drugs out of here. I don't know how they used to get in my room. They still used to get in my room, but I don't know how. But they used to get in here and they used to steal my drugs in some way. And that's how I knew that I had like some kind of camera or something up in here because they knew exactly where I put my drugs. And I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew where I put my drugs at. I knew where, and then I knew where I put this receipt at it for my phone. You understand what I'm saying? I put a receipt in my desk. I put a receipt in my desk for my phone that I still got. This phone right here that I still got, I was gonna take it back to get my $40 back. But they stole my receipt out of here. And they stole my receipt out of here. And then they put another receipt that I had folded up. I'm telling you, this is what they put another receipt up in here that was folded up like my receipt, and they put oil on it. Like for the words to go away, but it wasn't that receipt. It wasn't that receipt. Trust me. Trust me. I've been through it. I've been through it. Yes, yes, yes. But I don't know how they got up in here or whatever. That's why I say I know it's a camera up in here because like I know it's a camera of somebody however you surveil me. I don't care about you surveilling me or whatever. Cause like I'm just gonna tell you straight up. Like they already know like when I'm just getting ready to walk out my room. So when I'm ready to walk out my room, they'll tell my nephew to meet me right here or go in the bathroom or something like that. I'm not confused about that part. You can surveil me all day long. What I'm doing up in here? Watching movies? Or you want me to be playing with a cucumber? Clock it. For real. What you want me to be playing with a cucumber? No, baby. No. No. For real. What you what you want me to be saying? Cucumber? Because I just know, I already know all that and stuff like that. Like when I get ready to walk out the room, they already know I'm supposed to walk out the room. Like it's not obvious. It's obvious that when they come up in here, they do look some little handshake to know that they in the room. I don't know what they do, but whatever they do, they weird. All of them weird. So physical health issues, like heart problems. It can mess with your heart. Liver damage, and also weaken the immune system. And like weaken the immune system. I'm just gonna tell you this. So just think about this, like how everybody say that, how everybody say like for real, weaken immune system. So if you doing drugs, you have like people be saying like, oh, if you got HIV and you started doing them drugs and you're not taking care of yourself, yeah, you're gonna be dying. You're gonna die. I'm just gonna tell you, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're gonna die. Yeah, it weakens the immune system. It doesn't matter if you're doing coke, whatever you're doing. So whatever drug you're doing, especially if you're doing meth, if you're doing meth, it messed up. It weakens the immune system. So yeah, you're gonna die. I'm just gonna be real with you. So, no, for real. If listen, here it is. If you're not taking these, this medicine and being undetectable, why you taking these HIV pills? Listen, these are HIV pills, okay? So if you're not taking these pills and shaping your life up, then yeah, it weakens your immune system. So then, therefore, like what I say, heart problems, liver damage. You understand what I'm saying? So do what the doctor tell you do. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't. Well, I'm not gonna tell you that. Just do what the doctor tell you to do. Because I don't listen to the doctor. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do to live. You understand what I'm saying? I know what to do to live. But everything that the doctor offer you, if you got it, just do what he said. I'm not gonna do what he tell me to do because I be telling him what to do. Sometimes when I go up in there, I was telling him what to do. No, you want no, no. No, 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 give me this. And you just got to know exactly what to do. You understand what I'm saying? And you can live, just do what the doctor tell you to do. And when you start figuring out and doing your research on it, because I know it's a lot of people that it's a thousand. Well, it's up in the thousands. A lot of people have caught HIV, like for real. Like a lot of people have. And that's the God's honest truth. And a lot of people have caught HIV, and you just got to know what to do with it. Got know what to do with it. You can live for a long time. It's not like cancer. Cancer, if you catch cancer and you HIV, oh yeah, you out of there, child. It's not the HIV that killed you. It's the cancer that killed you. If you got HIV and your liver start giving out your which it's not. Well, if you're not taking care of yourself, some effects can happen from that. And if it does that, it's not the HIV that killed you. It's the liver disease or whatever it is. If you're drinking or if you're doing all this, it's the liver that killed you, not the HIV. And that's why I try to prevent from catching other things. I try to prevent from having kidney infection and all kinds of stuff like that. I try to prevent myself from having those type of things. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a way that you can live on this earthly land and not be feeling like you about to die. Because everybody always think that, oh, I got HIV, I'm supposed to die. HIV is HIV. AIDS is AIDS. When you get under a certain amount, your numbers get under a certain amount, then you have full blown AIDS. If you get under what 200, you get under 200. When you get under 200, then it becomes full blown. You understand what I'm saying? Then it becomes full blown. Keep your numbers up. Keep your numbers up. And what keeps your number up is those pills. Keep your numbers up. But we're supposed to be on this. Who else be on this? Talking about drugs. But the value of listening. Taking heed to advice doesn't mean giving up your independence. Okay. In fact, it shows wisdom and maturity to consider the experience and the insights of others. But you got to know where they place of where they coming from. You got to know where they coming from because anybody can tell you anything, but then you got to believe it. No, so you got to know where they coming from. Is they coming from a good place or they coming from a negative place? A good place or a negative place? Where they coming from in your life? And then you can consider listening. And it's the way that a person can talk to you too. And you say, okay, well, I'm gonna listen to that person. But because some people will be like, oh, I don't know why you just do them drugs. The same way your mama did them. Because I know she did them too. Same way your mama did. For real. I'm telling you the same way your mama did them. Because I know she was on it. You can't tell me. Your mama, the same way your mama did them. Your mama did them drugs too. So what? What it mean? Let me do what I do. So that's what a lot of people do. When you got that reality already in your mind, that when somebody is gonna come over and tell you that what you need to do, you gonna you gonna click already. You gonna spaz out and be like, man, I'm tired of listening to this bitch. That's what you're gonna say. I'm tired of listening to this bitch. This bitch always gotta say something negative, and that's what people say out their mouth. And I can't make it clearer than that because I want to give you an example of how we respond to people, and that's why I'm cursing because I want to give you an example of how we respond to the people that's negative talking to us about the drug usage. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what you do. Like, bitch, you can't judge me. Bitch, you was doing it once upon a time in your life too. So this is how we respond to that right there. The people that always negative talk somebody that's under the influence of drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So you just gotta know where a person coming from. If they actually coming from a place of love, or they coming from a place to make you look like you're a bad person. So yeah, you just gotta know where a person come from. So that's it for me. I was gonna finish this, but I guess that's it for me. But you know what? Let me tell you something. It's only for you to decide what you want your life to look like. It's only for you to decide what you want your life to look like because don't worry about nobody else. Because if you worry about somebody else, you're gonna be in the grave early because you worrying about somebody else or what somebody else think of you. So if you let me tell you something. If you doing drugs right now, I'm just gonna tell you, if you doing drugs and you at a place in your life that you experiencing this drug, this is your experience. Let this be your experience. Don't let this be nobody else's experience. Don't force nobody to do drugs with you. Okay, don't do that either. Don't force nobody to do drugs with you because just make it more for yourself. Don't force nobody to do drugs with you. Don't put no drugs in nobody's drinks. Don't try to nothing. So if this is your experience, experience it. And when it's time for you to say that it's time for me to quit, then let yourself tell yourself that it's time for you to quit. Don't let nobody if somebody come into a place where they can tell you that they care, you can take heed to that. You can listen to that, but enjoy your experience. I'm just gonna tell you that it's not a good idea to keep doing drugs, but enjoy your experience because I enjoyed my experience and I didn't let nobody control me or tell me what to do, how I was doing it when I was under the influence. It's not a good thing to do, but guess what? Enjoy your experience because this is what's gonna shape your life. If you don't get that drug thing out your system, then can't nobody tell you what to do. If you got to get that drug, you got to get that drug thing out your system. You got to do it. You got to say enough is enough. You got to say that. You got to say that. You can't let nobody else tell you that. Because if somebody tell you, oh, you need to go to rehab, you need to do this and you need to do that, you can go to rehab all day long, but at rehab you're gonna want that hit. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Even at rehab, you're gonna want that hit because what they doing in the rehab, they ain't doing nothing but just talking to you, right? Same way I'm doing to you right now. I'm talking to you. This is what they're gonna do at rehab. You're gonna talk. Oh, I'm a drug addict, and my trusted drug is up. That's it. That's all. You can talk to your darn self in the mirror. You can talk to your darn self in the mirror and tell yourself that, okay, well, I know I'm an addict. I know I'm this. I know I'm that. But this is your experience. If you under the influence and you doing drugs right now, this is your experience. Experience your experience until you say this is enough. Because I can't tell you to get off of drugs. I can't tell you that. And can't nobody on this earthly land tell you that. Unless you forced to get unless you forced to get off of it and on probation or something. You understand what I'm saying? But listen, I'm telling you this. Experience is experience. Experience is experience. But you got to know in your mind that when it's time for you to actually let the drugs go. Because everybody can tell you all day long, if people keep pushing you to get off, it's gonna make you go harder. I'm just gonna tell you that. It's gonna make you go harder. It's gonna make you continue to want to do drugs. Because you don't like because don't nobody like to be told what to do. If you tell me what to do, I'm gonna keep doing it because you're telling me. You understand what I'm saying? So just know where a person, just know where a person mindset is when they where a person mindset and where the place they coming from. You understand? Because a lot of people just don't give a fuck anyways. A lot of people don't give a fuck anyways. They just want something to talk about, and that's the God's honest truth. They just want something to talk about. Tell them to kiss your ass, and hit it in front of them. Cause I did. Tell them, just hit it in front of their ass. I'm just gonna be real with you. I mean, if somebody telling you that it's time for you to get off drugs, don't let them tell you. You got to show up for yourself and be ready to get off of that. So if somebody keep on telling you that, just hit that shit in front of them. Say, bitch, you can't tell me what to do. I'm just gonna hit it in front of you. I don't care if it's your mama, your granny, your papa, whatever it is. Just hit it in front of them. Because a lot of people are always negative talk people. People are always negative talk, have something negative to say about a person that's doing drugs. You got to understand why. It comes with a why. Do you want to ask why they doing drugs so much? You don't want to ask why. You just want to criticize somebody. That's it. So this is what I tell you, and I keep it real with you. If you doing drugs and somebody always negative talk you, hit it in front of their ass. I don't care if it's your mama. Hit it in front of their ass and give them something to talk about. Give them something to talk about. Because the motherfucker always got something to say, regardless if you're doing good, if you're doing bad. They got something to say about everything. So even if you're doing good and you still do, even if you're doing good and you're hitting drugs and you got somebody that's negative talking, well, you're doing good, but that drug problem, hit it in front of their ass. Just get your bowl or whatever you got and just smoke all in their motherfucking face. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Cause I dislike a person that always try to tell you what to do. But what I do is like the people that be here all day long with me, wherever they be outside listening to me, they be on drugs, and I don't have no problem with you being on drugs, but I just know you on drugs because you don't get no sleep because you're here all the time. That's all I know. I'm not gonna ask you to hit it or nothing. But that's your drug habit. I'm not gonna ask you to hit it because I don't want to hit that no more. And I made up my mind. When I made up my mind, I said I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. No, cousin. No, cousin. No, cousin. You understand, cuz? Those folk. You understand? I'm not doing that again. No, I'm not doing that again. Like that experience was my experience, and I'm done with it. It's over me. It's over me. If I can go this long, I can continue to go. You understand what I'm saying? So I will help you in your drug situation. You understand? So if your drug situation is heavy, I can't tell you to get off of them. I can't tell you to get off of drugs. I can't tell you that. You're a grown individual. I tell you what I tell you is experiential experience. When you say is enough, you got to say that. And if somebody telling you to get off, tell them to kiss your black ass. I'm serious. Tell them to kiss your black ass. Man, I'm telling you, because they used to steal my drugs, hide them, throw them in trash, whatever they used to do with them. And I used to go get some more. I used to go get some more. Even if I had to get my little duty hole play with, I'm supposed to go get some more. I'm just being real with you. If I even have to go get my little duty hole play with, just go get some more drugs, I'm going to go get some. You understand what I'm saying? So people think that they can stop things in your life, but you're not a God in nobody's life. That's the other thing. What people got to understand, you're not a God in somebody's life. You're not. So you can't stop nothing that a person mind is already set to. You can't stop nothing. You can't control that issue. The first thing you need to do, and I tell people that's not on the people that's not on drugs, and you always criticizing about somebody with drugs, ask them the why. Ask them the why. Why? Why are you doing? Is it something wrong? Why? I mean, can you talk to me about that instead of saying, "Oh, you're doing too much"? Like, bitch, shut up, bitch, before I slap you. And if I would have knew then, I would have been slapping a whole lot of motherfuckers. I'm telling you, I would have been slapping a whole lot of motherfuckers, just slapping their ass down. But I controlled myself. You understand? But I should have been slapping a whole lot of motherfuckers, and it didn't give a fuck who it was. I should have been slapping a lot of motherfuckers, cause everybody, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Slap your ass down, man. You all up in my motherfucking business like you know me. You don't know me. You just know of me." And that's what a lot of people think that I'm gonna tell you, and if you a person like me, a lot of people think that they know me. No, you know of me. You don't know me. You don't know my why. You don't know my why because I don't talk to your ass. You don't know my why. If you understand my why, then you'll know my situation and you'll know my problems that I had balled up inside of me that I didn't take care of. You will know my why. But when you say you're doing too much, bitch, I'm finna go get some more. I'm finna go get some more. I ain't lying. I didn't listen. I'm not gonna let nobody. I'm not if I know that I'm not gonna let nobody control my when I was on drugs, my drug habit when I was on there. If I didn't let no, I can't control nobody else's drug habit. I can only give you some advice about the good things and the bad. Well, the bad things about it. I give you the advice of the bad things that the outcome of the bad things about it. That's the only thing that I can do for you. I cannot tell you that you got to get off or you need to do this and you need to do that because you don't need to do nothing that somebody tell you to do. And if you're a grown individual, you don't need to do nothing. Like people think that I need to do something right now, but I don't need to do shit for whatever they want me to do. I don't need to do shit. But watch my movies and tend to my business. That's what I do. That's what I need to do. And then get on here to inspire y'all to know that life is more than just what people want out of you. What they want out of you. You can't listen to what people want because people want you to fail all day long. People want you to do this all day long. But tell them people fuck themselves. That's what you got to tell them. Tell them people fuck themselves. Fuck you in the ass with a cucumber with no rubber on it, no lube. Just stick it up your ass. That's what you got to tell people nowadays because they don't get the point. Just stick that bitch up your ass with no lube, no baby oil. Just stick it up there, rough it up there. Turn your grip, turn something, turn your tissue out. I don't give a damn. You understand? But if you in a place like me where you mind your business, but everybody else in your damn business, let them bitches be in your business because they gonna run out of trying to be in your business one day. Don't worry about if it's take 40 years. Them bitches gonna run out of they gonna get tired eventually. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna get tired of doing the same shit over and over and over again. So eventually let them bitches do what they gotta do. They just some tired individuals that don't have no motherfucking life. That's what they are. Let them bitches do whatever. If they want to hang outside all day long, let them bitches hang outside all day long because them bitches don't have no life. These bitches don't have no life. They do the same shit over and over every day. They don't have no fucking life. They don't have a life. Eventually, these bitches get tired. I'm just gonna be real with you. Eventually, these bitches gonna get tired. It might take 10 years, but these bitches gonna get tired. I'm telling you, these bitches gonna get tired. For real. If they still doing the same thing over and over every day and they still ain't come to shit, them bitches gonna get tired eventually. So let them bitches do what they do. That's just like if somebody telling you to get off drugs, tell them bitches to kiss your ass. Kiss your ass. For real. Tell them to kiss your ass because you don't give a fuck about what they got to say. And if that's what you want to do in your life, do what you do in your life. Don't let now son of a bitch, tell you what to do. Not now, dog pissy motherfucker tell you what to do. You do it because you want to do it. If you're a grown individual and you don't stay up under your mom's roof, listen. If you're a grown individual, I say grown. I didn't say that you a kid and you, because kids not supposed to watch my stuff anyways. It's whatever. I don't know how they do that stuff or whatever. But anyways, if you're a grown individual, you tell them to kiss your ass. Tell them to kiss your ass. I'm serious. Because you got a lot of people that always got something to say about somebody. Tell them to kiss your ass for the sun don't shine. And if they want a little dookie on it, to just dookie on it for them and just put it on a dookie stick. I'm not lying because I don't like people that always want to talk negative about somebody just because they doing something in their life. It's an experience for these people. It was an experience for me. When I was under the influence and I was doing my drugs, it was an experience for me. This what shapes our life, our experiences in life. So if somebody don't want you to shape your life, tell them to kiss your ass. Tell them to kiss your ass. And when I tell the person to kiss my ass, I'm gonna make sure I shit on myself and for they can kiss the shit out of it. You understand? I'm, I'm just being real. For they can kiss the shit out of you. You understand? You hear what I said? Kiss the shit, not just no. Literally kiss the shit out of it. Yes. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but for real, I'm just being real. Kiss the shit out of it. And I'm gonna have the shit right there, just sitting right there for you can kiss it. Kiss it. I don't care what it smell like, just kiss the shit out of it. It might be in a little I might have to open whatever it is, just kiss the shit out of it. That's it. Yeah, guys, I got to go. And I've been cursing or whatever. Yeah, I've been cursing because I want people to understand that don't let nobody try to control you. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they famous, whatever they are. Tell them to kiss your ass too. Tell them to kiss your ass too. Even if it's the police, tell them to kiss your ass too. Because I don't give a fuck about a police. I don't give a fuck about FBI. I don't give a fuck about now one of them motherfuckers. Tell them to kiss your ass too. Because they can't make you do anything. They people just they bleed the same thing we bleed. I always remember that they bleed the same motherfucking thing we bleed. So I'm not scared now, motherfucker that walk this earth. Police, LBI, pastors. I'm not scared of their ass. They bleed the same motherfucking thing I bleed. Red. Tell them to kiss your ass. I'll see y'all later.